Have you ever wanted to be a flight attendant? Have you ever thought about it? It'd be wonderful to fly the skies, the friendly skies for free. And you know, it's just walking through the airport in gorgeous uniforms and hanging out with handsome pilots and beautiful flight attendants, and everybody's like, ooh, please. Yeah, no, this is a video on all of the pros and cons. I am definitely a person that wants people to know exactly what they're getting into before they jump into something, especially being a flight attendant. It was one of the worst and best experiences of my life. I will never give it up, and I absolutely encourage people to look into it, but you also have to know the dark side of it as well. So, excuse me, pardon me. I am here to encourage, and I'm also here to discourage. And actually, I would have to say about 60% of my coaching clients that I've done resumes for and interview prep and everything like that, they've left without getting services from me because they decided they didn't want to be a flight attendant in our initial coaching call. Because for me, if I'm going to put time, it's a big process. People have no idea about, and we're going to get into all of that, right? And they're going to be beautiful, tiny little bite-sized clips for you so you can save them, you can share them, you can create a playlist for yourself. But right now, the reason why I'm doing it now is because there's going to be, people are in training classes now. They're going to be graduating soon. And so when the fall hiring process starts, people don't realize how competitive this industry is. For Delta, they have anywhere from 350,000 to 500,000 applications for 1,900 positions a year. 500,000 applicants for 1,900 positions. Who are you competing against? How do you stand out? There are 6 separate interviews. There's 5 interviews just to get to a face-to-face interview, which is so intimidating, right? I've been twice, hired on the second one. So, been there, done that. I got CJOCs. CJOs are conditional job offers from 8 different airlines. So I know how to get hired on them. I may not know how to stay well enough to work them. That's the thing. I got really sick. I ended up getting an autoimmune disease. So there are a lot of ups, there's a lot of downs, and we're going to definitely dive into that. We're going to just do a little overview here, and then I'm going to dive into these subjects a little deeper with each coming little clip that we've got going on. So the reasons why I became a flight attendant, which airlines are who and what and who to apply for, and what kind. Do you want to go regional or do you want to go mainline? And if those words mean nothing to you, then we've got a lot of work to do, okay? And here's the thing is a lot of people don't know, right? You're not in the industry, but people don't even realize that's an option, so let me not be pretentious. But I'm just saying if you really are interested, you need to start doing a little homework on yourself, yourself as well. And then I will wag my finger at you. Right? You can get cool, Mara, hippie, this, that, and the other. When I'm in flight attendant mode, when I've got 300 people or 70 people that I'm in charge of, and I have to get, or put them to sleep before we go down, I am a totally different type of person. So we're also going to be talking about the training process, because training, you lose 20 people, about 40%, depends on the airline, almost 40% are gone by the end. From the initial application process by whoever graduates. Yeah, and they lose them in different stages. So a lot of times it'll be with the background checks or the drug test when you get there, and then just the first initial, then safety. People will drop out. 20% of the class a lot of times will drop out after safety week when they're like, we don't get a parachute and they don't arm us. We don't have armed, it's crazy what people come to training thinking of. I've been to 3 flight attendant trainings as well. Valedictorian for almost all of them except for the last one because I got sick. I know, tooting my horn, but it's kind of a big deal. What I'm trying to say is I know what I'm doing. I know how to get you hired. I know how to get you through training. I know how to get you through your first 6 months if that's something that you want continued mentoring coaching, right? Because here's the thing is, even if we got you on with a regional airline, we could get you to a mainline airline immediately. Almost within 3 months, I could get you from Endeavor I don't know about Delta. Delta's hard when you're a Mustang, basically coming from a smaller airline and going to Delta. They don't really like that much. They're kind of like Outback Steakhouse in that way. They would rather train you themselves. then take on another. But I mean, they hired me, so obviously, and there was somebody else in my class that got hired, so it is possible. But a lot of airlines, American Airlines, stuff like that, they will snap up people from the regionals like nobody's business. And then we're going to talk about commuting. It's a really big deal, and crash pads. I have been in 17 different crash pads. You know, being in real estate before that, like I was just fascinated by them. It's one of the most lucrative businesses you can get into, and I plan on retiring on it. But also I was, you know, hiding from my ex-husband. I had no money, right? Like, so crash pads saved my life, and I've met so many wonderful, wonderful people in that. But crew life, all that other stuff, the people that you work with, the people that you meet, it's very different, right? You know, living with language speakers, everybody speaks Portuguese in a house, and I'm the only English speaker, versus a house where there's 24 people from different airlines. You got rampers, you know, pilots, flight attendants, everything like that. And what you think happens, yes, and what you think doesn't happen also doesn't happen, right? We're all, it happens in the ghetto, in the trailer park, in the cockpit, in the crash pad, whatever it is. People are going to conduct themselves and be scallywags no matter where they are. So, you know, there are a lot of people I really can't stand. Aviation professional, it's such a serious business. Like, we do serious things, even though we're dressed pretty and we're smiling in your face. Like, we're dealing with some really serious things. And so it's so insulting that people are like, oh, you're just my ex-mother-in-law said, oh, you want to be a sky slut? I was like, ooh, that's a new one. I might make that into a t-shirt. I see you, Cynthia. Okay, and then we're going to talk about the physical and mental toll. Usually, I talk about that first when I have somebody coming to me and wanting to get mentored as a flight attendant, because I'm like, okay, let me just tell you, what's your diet, what's your exercise regimen, what does your regular life look like, and I'll let you know, like, within 20 minutes, whether this is probably within 5, actually I'm psychic, so within 2 seconds, whether you're going to, if it's going to be a challenge for you. And when I say challenge, it is a challenging position. So I'm really excited. I hope you'll, at least for entertainment purposes, stay on this journey with me as we kind of go through and roll through all the fun stuff. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff. I'm just rambling now, so we're gonna say goodbye. Catch you on the flip. Bye.